for me when I do that is very rarely there are follow-ups when we do those kind of roundtables.
So if I were to share what is my biggest concern is, and I don't think this is an answer that comes out in any tech forum, is the ability of the government to change our society's success model and risk aversion. Malaysia as a country has built our economy on large-scale sectors. Plantations, oil and gas, electronics, so much so that I think for the last 50 years, we looked at employment in big industries as an affirmation of success. So you have talents in this country, and you know, this is very unpopular because all of us, the older generation, actually went through this stage. You know, if you're a top student and you're a good talent, chances are they would want to work at a pretty stable corporate career. And that presents a problem to the country, especially as we are pushing for a higher value type of economic activities, especially in startup and tech, where it is extremely, extremely risky. So as I went through this, first myself personally, because that was my route for a career, you know, in your traditional audit firms and then oil and gas and then pharmaceuticals, I realized that if you were to strike it on your own here, it's very difficult. It's difficult because it's risky, and it becomes a vicious cycle because it's precisely because it's risky, the capital wouldn't come in. The whole ecosystem does not support it. So our preoccupation that I think is the most challenging of all the pillars of the ecosystem is very quickly changing society's appetite for risk, for success, for innovation, and that cannot be done in the overall startup ecosystem. It will help as you have more founders coming, as you have more funding, and you start seeing some of these early success, that will help. But ultimately, we have to change the fiber of society, and that goes into the education system, that goes into government's focus, and that's precisely why we want to send the signal to society that governments take risks seriously.